What's going on, world? Unique 340 Gamers Forever. Alright guys, so we over here at the GamerzForever Studio, where what you're watching right now is some gameplay footage of the new Game Genie X, or Gamers Forever Ultimate Madden patch for the NFL 20. Alright, so you can pick up your patch today and fix your gameplay experience. So let's talk about some of the features that comes with the game, with the patch. Alright, so the first thing we have is enhanced control. What does that even mean? Well, enhanced control is your play experience, right? So at the forefront of our patch, we've made advances to give players more control and responsiveness, as you can see in the gameplay, while bringing in fresh gameplay concepts to push Madden NFL 20 to unbelievable heights. So we have read and react, we have head tracking technology. All of these features come directly from the Frostbite engine. It's not nothing we made up. It's already in the game. You just have to know how to apply the patch in order for it to stand out, right? So in order for you to be an effective football player, what do you need? You have to enhance your ability to read and react on offense and on defense. So when you apply the Ultimate Madden patch, this forces pretty much the computer, or we say Skynet, the forces of evil that controls your game. We turn that off, right? It allows the artificial intelligence of your players to play smarter, more like their real life counterparts, right? We also have real player motion, which means that at the base of pretty much these advances in real player motion, with all the new game engines that comes out, those features are designed to deliver hyper-realistic physics with a higher level of gameplay. Not suction tackling, not all these things that pretty much stops you from experiencing a great game. Right, the elevated gameplay, when you apply this patch, it brings incredible elements to the ball carrier. As you can see, it gives you control over every element of the game. It's not like the ball has a mind of its own. It's not like you're going to just be fumbling around, looking all clunky, shifting and morphing things. All that is eliminated, right? So eliminate suction tackling. You will not experience forced animations when it comes to the tackling system, and as you can see, you're not experiencing like any forced tackling. Its fluidity is awesome. As soon as you apply the Ultimate Madden patch, you want to realize that you have activated a physics-based tackling system. This is where all tackles is based on real player physics. All player ratings will finally play a part inside the game experience. With the patch, we also eliminated like the cheesy gameplay. If you notice, like a mismatch with size, with weight, with speed, with agility, or any other player attribute, you will be able to exploit these mismatches, ultimately causing you to make better game decisions, right? Pick up the patch, guys. All you got to do is fill out the form to the right of the screen and make sure that you hit the submit button. But let's talk more about the game, all right? In 1 year, like we did the patch for the 2018 Madden, we did the patch for the 17 to 16, and we didn't publicize it. We didn't bring it out to the public like we're doing now, but we have something golden on our hands, right? So in 1 year, over here at GamerzForever Studios, we've done more to right the wrongs of Madden gameplay past than any time in the history the history of the series, right? When you play Madden NFL 20 once with the patch, you're going to notice big hits. You're going to be pumped about it, right? You're going to especially notice how aware all the players are on the field, and you're going to be like, yo, this is crazy. Like, it's going to feel good, okay? You play it 5 times, you're going to realize how defensive routes completely even out the field. And for the first time, maybe in any football game, right? I'm not even sure if this was in 2K when it came out, but it's not fun. It's actually meaningful to be up. Play the game 20 times and you really start to appreciate the brilliance behind what we've done with the Frostbite engine coupled with the Ultimate Madden patch, right? The Madden AI is by far the slickest, smartest artificial intelligence of any football game. And I'm saying that because I played NFL 2K5, I played All Pro Football 2K5, and I'm telling you that the artificial intelligence in those games was extremely smart. What the patch does, it brings those elements of gameplay to your reality, right? Period. And the main reason why Madden is once again the single most dominant force in sports video games is because they do bring that heightened ability. But you'll never see that because you don't have the patch. You'll never see that because the game is broken at release, right? The game may lack presentation. It may lack the visual eye candy. It may lack, all the elements of the halftime show and all these types of things, but more, it makes up that more in the area of in the area that counts the most, and that is pretty much the gameplay, right? So let's talk about the patch. and pay close attention to the video in this part, because if you played last year's Madden, it was like an offensive showcase, right? The game featured Antonio Brown. It had explosive offensives, which slowed down pretty much the action if you did like a running play or something, right? Well, this is going to be totally different. So I'm gonna need you to completely relearn how to play Madden again, because it, like the way that you've been pretty much programmed to be okay with a broken game. We're going to eliminate that, right? So be stubborn. Don't pick it up. Don't pick up the patch. You can still run up the score. You can throw off your back foot 40+ yards to a streaking receiver. There will be glitches and there will be flaws. If you play with the Ultimate Madden patch, you try these same tricks, you will be slapped with a reality that stings harder than the Ray Lewis spear. The patch team, or our patch team at the GamerzForever Studios, we've successfully implemented elements that ruin past football games. For the simple fact that once you play with the patch, once you turn off Skynet, once you play with the defensive hot routes, once you play with the offensive formation shifts, and you try to go back and you try playing the game without the Madden patch, you're going to be left lost, missing the level of depth and genuinity included in the Madden experience, right? You're going to throw your joystick and you're going to be upset. Because in those big time game moments, and you know that you're supposed to have the ball, you know you're supposed to court the pass, you're going to feel like, yo, the game cheating because you're still not, your game is still broken. Get the patch, fix the game, fill out the form on the right, make sure you pick up this game, guys. Make sure you pick up this patch. Football fans will really be surprised by how much smarter the players are on the field this year when you apply the patch. I can't remember a time when the sports game made this much in leaps and bounds in terms of upgrading player intelligence. You're going to really notice the upgrades as soon as you apply the patch. You're going to notice it in your defensive backs. You're going to notice it in your linebackers. You're going to notice it especially in those red zone situations. Those big game moments is when it really counts, right? The days of sending everyone deep, trying to throw a Hail Mary, Jack Peckington trying to see who catch the ball, those days are over. First, the corner's going jump routes. You're going to see swat ball. You're going to see ball swatted down. You're going to see read and react plays better than you did in the past. You'll see safeties running over to help double team. You'll see linebackers jumping up to deflect the passes thrown across the middle of the field, right? It happened too many times where you see your linebacker standing right in the middle of the field, the quarterback throws the ball and it just whisks past his head. No more none of that, right? This doesn't happen when playing Madden with the Ultimate Madden patch, period. We eliminated all of those things. On offense, blockers also do a better job of getting out, pancaking defenders. It is unexpectedly satisfying when the replay come up and instead of showing the run or the touchdown, they show the block that opened up the play. It's also great to see that defensive players who has been hit sticking you all day get knocked on his ass because you smack the crap out of him with an offensive player, right? The physics, let's talk about the physics for a while and pay attention to the video because this is important, right? If you notice in the video, it unlocks the physics of the Frostbite engine, right? This means that you're going to have foot plant technology, a system that augments animations based on contact with other players or objects on the field. This means that the use of real-time physics in every tackle and every game situation is completely new and a unique experience, okay? With the Ultimate Madden patch, the tackles are dynamic and that momentum and velocity and mass all takes a part. The game is no longer predictable and based solely on animations in this 2020 tackling system. After a few minutes with the patch, it's really apparent that Madden NFL 20 both feels and plays differently than any of its predecessors this year. There is now more of a chance for big plays as the action on the field, it doesn't just finish with canned animation. You have your running backs, they can now fall on top of each other, and as long as their foot don't touch the ground, they can get back and keep on running, right? For the first time in the series history, you're going to see bigger tackles. You're going to see that the player looks and feels completely different from taking down smaller players if you're tackling bigger players. If the goal was to make it so that no two tackles were therefore no two plays look the same, then the GamerzForever development team, they did a remarkable job, guys. Adding this Ultimate Madden patch changes the way you play Madden. It brings new feeling. It brings more wow moments than we've ever had in a Madden game ever. This Madden series has always been known for glitchy gameplay. You know it's always been broke. But our studio, over at GamerzForever, when we released the Ultimate Madden patch last year, and we released it the year before that, right? We go beyond what is considered top notch. So what you're going to get, right? All right, so you're going to get the GamerzForever Ultimate Madden patch, access to the Ultimate Madden patch private members area, our Facebook community, access to our live streaming session showing you how to best utilize the patch, and much more, guys. Pick up your patch today, and we'll see you on the inside. Peace.